Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. His first carry, and a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This is Hines. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw is Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Third and long. It's Ryan. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this wide to Gaskin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Myers Gaskin. A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally marked down at the 23. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A handoff running left is Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He'll check this down to Hines. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 18 yards for Raheem Mostert. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Second and 8 coming up. Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Matt Ryan in the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Hines, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Hines. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, is going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Well, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we've come to halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 114 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They hand it off to Mostert. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now Ryan on 1st down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
High throw, but he makes the catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. Mike 22, Mike 22. Let's go one more. Mike 22, let's go.
Tua going to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Sal. Switch it.
Again, it's Taylor. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run. 25, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Ron. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. Miami set to take over. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 82 yards. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 162 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Finding some room at midfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. And the Dolphins 1st down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll drop to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. One last shot for Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from the... tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get... It's set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. 61 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in by Anderson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now a man who punted for the Browns in 2015, Andy Leon, to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
91 yards rushing for him now to this point. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
A run for Nick Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Watson off play action. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Control of the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. It said they gained a 1st down, and they've been running it well all game long.
Chubb. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Muscles him off. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a 1st down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Chubb.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Flush to his right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Murray now. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Second and 2.
Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Prater's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on. Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes a play behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fair and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First down, Murray. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray going to throw. To Conner on the check down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Kevin Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag.
We got this.
After review the play,
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Connor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Room to run past midfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 61 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray flush to his right. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Some might say that he's got to look that in and absorb the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. He was unable to on that attempt.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run with Hunt. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them, likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game, but they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
107 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time out of Chubb.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only 1 timeout. They'll give it to Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight.
Again, it's Connor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10 is counter. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So that one will be accepted. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. I got you. Come on. Mike 42. Mike 42. Here we go.
To throw, it's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Murray forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Back to throw. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Mike 5. Let's put that team on the hooks. Mike 5. Mike 5.
Looking to throw. Murray. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Cleveland offense making their way out. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Room here to run. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. John Johnson with the INT. He's at the 30.
Ooh, he's running, he's
10.
running.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Glendale.